What's up, Virgo, and welcome to your weekly reading for October 10th through October 16th. I'm starting with a Soul's Journey card. So what message do we have for Virgo this week, Spirit? Please and thank you. For Virgo. I did see regret and denial when I was shuffling it earlier in between the readings. So maybe a lot of you guys are dealing with those energies this week. A lot of regret and denial. I don't know. But let's see. What else for Virgo? Oh, that one wanted to come out, but went back in. So let's cut the deck for Virgo. Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay, we got balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Ooh, I like that for you guys because, you know, I know you guys tend to have a hard time with, judging yourselves or putting a lot of pressure on yourselves. So let me go ahead and read that real quick, and then I will pull some tarot and we'll see what that's talking about. So it says, balance means bringing a sense of stability and wholeness into every area of your life. Many times when you look at a situation objectively, you will resonate with one side more than the other. Try not to view either as good or bad, but simply recognize that it is. The true nature of the scales of balance is to give both sides of a situation your equitable, objective perspective. It can be difficult to understand the side that you don't relate to, but that is a lesson in itself. What is it about you that prevents you from giving both sides of the coin your non-judgmental assessment? This situation or person has been placed in your path to teach you that everyone has his or her own unique, authentic life story, and you must put yourself in that person's shoes to really understand his or her motivation. Balance is a godly virtue, and if it is struck, you will reap the benefits of insight and compassion. Ooh, okay. So I think that kind of ties in too with that message that I saw of the denial and regret, because I feel like maybe you know that somebody else's perspective in a situation could be just as correct as your own, right? If not just correct. And maybe you guys are having a hard time admitting that to yourself, because then it means that you're wrong, right? But that's where that judgment, to do so with no judgment, comes in. You know, like don't judge yourself for being wrong, or for not seeing somebody else's perspective clearly. You are human too, Virgo. Do not judge yourself. Do not put so much pressure on yourself for being out of balance, right? So let's pull some tarot. Let's see, what other messages do we have for Virgo this week? Please and thank you, Spirit, for Virgo. Oh, okay. So we have the Nine of Cups. This one came out abruptly. Nine of Cups, so wish-fulfilling energy. This is happiness right there. That's joy. That's, like I said, wishes fulfilled. What else do we have for Virgo? You know, that this card also could represent someone being kind of smug. So maybe that's where the balance comes in. Maybe you were right about something and you're kind of like, haha, I was right. You see how he's sitting right here? Like, kind of like, haha, I was right and I have all my cups. I'm the winner, you're the loser. It's kind of like that energy where Spirit wants you to know, like, yeah, you may be right, but balance in the situation is still needed. Like, even if you are right, Spirit wants you to still see that other person's perspective and still try to understand it, right? What else for Virgo? Please and thank you. Okay, I'm feeling this one. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, so maybe it was a situation where, like, you feel like you got nothing out of it. Not that you got nothing out of it. It's like you're waiting for someone to understand your perspective as well. You're waiting for this balance. You know, your soul internally knows that something's not balanced, you know? Even if you are happy and, even if you are happy and smug about winning or being right or whatever the situation may be, your soul is like, I don't know. I'm waiting for something still because something is not balanced. Something doesn't feel right in the situation because it is out of balance. What else for Virgo? Ooh, Three of Swords. Okay. I feel like this has to do with matters of the heart, obviously, clearly. But I feel like that's where like the something doesn't still feel right. It's like maybe you were in an argument with like a loved one and you are trying to prove your point of view so hard that you lost or you got into an argument, and because you're trying to prove yourself or your perspective so hard, that became the goal, is to prove yourself, right? And then you end up proving yourself. You're like, ha, I win. But then you're like, wait, what was the point of that? What was the point of that? Because we still didn't reach a conclusion. We still didn't reach balance. We still didn't reach a compromise. Spirit really wants to remind you that being right is not the goal in arguments, in an unbalanced relationship. Being right, winning, is not the goal. That's not the point, Virgo. Understanding, finding a balance, finding an understanding between you and the other person involved, the other people, party, whatever involved. There needs to be an understanding without any judgment on both parts. And it could only work when both parts are working in balance together like that. It goes both ways, you know. But I do feel like a lot of the ball is in your court with this one, Virgo, especially with that regret and denial at the very beginning of me shuffling the deck. Because I feel like you do know that being right is not the point, but you're for some reason your ego was just pushing so hard in that direction, and then you finally get what you wanted from it, and you're like, wait, but there's still no balance. That's not really what I wanted. You know, I guess my ego wanted to be right, but deep down that's not really what I wanted. But I do see you guys coming to that realization, even if it is after the fact, even if you did have to go through the fight and win and kind of hurt the other person, and kind of create this distance between you guys for you to sit and think and then come back. I definitely think that, you know, if you need to apologize, Virgo, do not be afraid of apologizing. Take ownership in your part of the balance here. Definitely. So those are your messages for this week, Virgo. I hope they resonated. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.